Well, here we are again with another post-game reaction.
It's like they want us to do this.
Yeah, literally. It's like since we started doing this, these games have been tight. Even though this game should clearly be a blowout, this shouldn't be close. The Cowboys got, what, 3 timeouts? They just got a first down before the 2-minute warning because Steven Nelson fucking sucks. They got 3 timeouts, a minute or something to go. They've been driving down on our ass all game. Through the rushing, through the air. We've applied no pressure whatsoever. The only sack we got was from Alex Highsmith. Haven't got no pressure since.
Nope. It's like we swapped teams. It's like we're playing like the Cowboys and they're playing like the Steelers.
The bad thing is we kind of expected this to happen.
Yeah, but dude, every time we get pissed.
I know. It's 24-19, 2 minutes left.
Oh, come on.
They got all 3 timeouts. Garrett Gilbert's looking like fucking like a Hall of Famer right now.
Reminds me of fucking Ryan Mallett.
Pretty much. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Come on.
Get him! Got him! TJ!
Yeah!
TJ! What the? He got rid of it?
No, he didn't. No, he did not.
Is that a sack or is that completion? The clock's still running. Okay, now it stopped. Is it ruled a sack by TJ?
That was called timeout. What the hell happened? No, it says he got rid of it. Why does this always happen?
Only the Steelers. Only we can beat the undefeated Tennessee Titans in their house as well as the Ravens in their house after their bye, but be so close to the 2-6 Cowboys.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, here we go. 4th and 8.
Come on. Justin Lane's in there. I'm not sure how I feel about that. He's looking his way. Hayward! He got him! He got him!
Hayward and what?
Hayward and what? They got his ass!
Let's go!
Oh my god.
All right. It's not entirely over because they still have 2 timeouts. If we get a first down, we seal this fucker.
Honestly, I'm being serious. How are we undefeated?
Honestly,
I don't... Like, think to yourself, how?
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. All right, it's 4th and 1. They're going to let the clock run all the way down. Are they going to go for it? They are going to go for it. Why not, right? Fuck it. Sneak it. I don't give a shit. Sneak it.
Even after Ben's scary injury, oh, fuck it. End it!
He's not showing any injury right now. They're going to give it to Connor.
Blockers. No, he stopped.
He stopped. Oh, no. They have 0 timeouts with 38 seconds.
I don't know.
The clock's still going. I don't know what that was. I get it, but
they want to try to close it out. And Tomlin, I think he said he doesn't want to play in the Spheres, but I think
it.
there he go with the field goal.
I get the call, but also they blocked one, so you don't want to block another.
No, I get. Yeah, true.
Special teams has been horrible all game. Outside of that Boswell 59-yard field goal.
I honestly can't trust the secondary anymore. I'm being serious.
Well, I just can't trust Steven Nelson. All right. He's rolling out.
Hayward's the only one there.
Pocket going deep. CD,
you gotta be fucking kidding me!
Are you kidding me? CD just caught it in bounds. Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What a catch by CD! Right at midfield. 31 seconds to go. He caught it in midfield. 31 seconds to go. He got out.
No!
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Should just went for the field goal. That's gonna bite us in the ass.
Oh, what? Oh, almost got him.
No.
He's open. What the fuck, Sutton? Oh my God, no! They just got a first down. They're at like the 30-yard line.
They got 8 seconds to go. 7.
They're at the 29-yard line. 7 seconds to go. This is just like the Ravens game last week, where we need the defense to make a play as time expires. Again, man? Come on. Can the Steelers defense take another stand?
They're all back there.
They're at the 23-yard line. Here we go. 3rd and 4. 4 seconds left. Last play of the game. There's a snap. Dupree throws it. Incomplete. It's Mika again. It's fucking Mika again.
Oh my God. We fucking holy shit.
Dude, Mika's a god.
Miami. Damn it. Miami. Thank you so much.
Hey, no.
Jesus freaking Christ. What was it? 8:30, 8:40 something?
8:45. It is 8:45 right now.
I'm still sweating. The game ended an hour ago and I'm still sweating my ass off.
Yeah, the Steelers win 24-19 against the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. We are 8-0. We remain undefeated. We are 8-0 for the first time in franchise history. Feels good.
It does.
It really does feel good. Now, honestly, this game should not have been as close as it was. This is the Dallas Cowboys we're talking about. Now, coming into this game, we did kind of expect some sort of trap, some sort of typical Tomlin special or a typical Steelers trap game. That's exactly what we got. I don't understand how this team can play so great against top teams, but then go into inferior competition to House and then completely underestimate them and almost lose.
I don't know either, bro.
I really
I
don't
guess
get
it's
it.
in their DNA. It's the Steelers' way, I guess.
It is.
I wish it wasn't, but you know what?
It's quite frustrating.
It's funny. We should be used to this.
Yeah.
We really should be, but we're not. Every time, it never gets old. It never gets old. It's a typical Steelers heartache.
Yeah.
It really is.
I don't even know where to start with this game.
I guess we can start with the offense.
Yeah, I guess we'll start with Ben. He had a pretty solid game, man. First of all, the entire offense was, I'd say, solid. Specifically in the second half, they stepped up and scored and took the lead. The first half was completely god-awful. We couldn't get anything going. We couldn't even get a rushing game going against the worst rushing defense in the league.
Exactly, and that's what we said in the preview. We have to establish a rushing game, get a running by committee going, and they didn't do that.
No.
I don't understand it. Like, that's their weak link. That's their weak point in their defense. It's the worst rush defense in the NFL. Yet they don't establish a rushing game. It's like, dude, it's like handing the answer key to your test, and they're like, nah, I don't want it. It's like, bro, do it. Run the ball.
Right.
Get it done, and they didn't do it.
Now, I get we didn't have Derek Watt in this game. We haven't had Derek Watt pretty much the entire season. He prefers to stick at Subway than playing on the football field for some reason. He hasn't been inactive all his pro career, but as soon as he gets to the Steelers, he misses half the season, which is confusing to me.
It really is.
I don't get it.
Even with him inactive, though, that doesn't mean get away from using a fullback.
No, like
you got guys like Vance McDonald and Henry Mondell, however you pronounce his last name. You know, you used him when Benny Snell got a rushing touchdown against the Tennessee Titans 2 weeks ago. Use him more. Get a fullback in there.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't explored other options at fullback. Just because your number one fullback is gone doesn't mean you have to pry away from the I form.
But it's weird. It's like even when he was active, when he was playing, we rarely used him.
No,
it's like why'd you sign the guy then?
It's like the entire I form is completely erased from Randy Fichtner's playbook. It's like he scrapes it. You know what I mean? He takes a pen and then just scrapes it away. Like it doesn't exist. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Exactly.
It's not there.
He drew it over. He ripped the page out. It's like, bro, keep it. It can be very beneficial. Remember that one run, I think it was the Broncos game? When Derek Watt blocked for James Conner, he got a big run, helped us win the game?
Yeah.
Those can be very beneficial. Like, whenever Watt is able to play again, is active, please use him.
Yeah,
use your rushing game. Conner has been playing very good the last couple of weeks.
He has, but he couldn't get nothing going. The rushing game overall couldn't get nothing going against the worst rushing defense in the league. I don't understand that.
I don't think we even tried, to be honest.
Now, we had to step away from the rushing game because the defense let us down. And at one point we were down, 13-0, I think. So, yeah, we had to pass the ball. We couldn't run the ball.
I can completely understand that.
But even passing the ball wasn't great because the offensive line almost got Ben killed. Villanueva was getting beat by Alden Smith and Randy Gregory. Matt Fielder didn't play his best game. Chucks didn't play his best game. The offensive line did not play their best game. They had their worst game since week 1 against the Giants. So they almost got Ben killed. He got hurt before the end of the first half.
Yeah, he had a very scary moment where he got sandwiched pretty much, and his knee kind of bent in a very, very scary way.
Yeah, a very scary way. Now, I just thought it was just Ben stirring something up. You know how Ben does. You know, he gets injured, kind of like last week with his elbow injury. He hurt his elbow a little bit. The dude was feeling it, making sure it was good on the sideline, and people were concerned. And Ben's just playing it off. He's stirring something up so that, you know, he can make this miraculous little comeback like he always does. That's kind of what he did this week. Now, his injury, I would say, is a little more severe because it definitely looked more severe.
Yeah.
His knee did not bend in a good way. He came back right on the field and threw a great touchdown pass to James Washington. He faked that defender out and threw a touchdown to a wide-open James Washington in the back of the end zone to get us our first score before the end of the first half. He left the field immediately and walked to the locker room, and then the defense gave us a solid. Cameron Sutton forced a fumble, was picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and then the the defense put us in almost field goal range with Mason Rudolph at quarterback. We saw a little bit of Mason Rudolph today. And let's just say I don't want to see Mason Rudolph ever again.
No, like Mason did not look good. He threw it 3 times for, I think, 3 yards?
Yes.
He didn't do good. He did not do well.
There was this one play where he was being pressured, and he panicked. He threw it right into double coverage. It got bobbled in the air, and it was caught by Juju. Thank God.
Yeah, he's lucky that it was not an interception because that easily could have been.
He's not
ready.
He panics. His passes are still inaccurate. He has not progressed whatsoever. He's not poised in the pocket. So it's...
Now, I can understand that he's being in a predicament where he's got to try to score, but, we even hyped him, a lot.
Coming out of Oklahoma State.
And he's not really...
No, he's not.
He's not even half of that.
No.
I don't know what's up with Rudolph, but he needs to get his shit together if he really wants to try to become the heir to Ben.
Well, in my opinion, that's completely thrown out the picture at this point. That's another topic for another day. But Ben came back in the second half and played much better. He drove this offense down the field, got us some scoring drives to Juju at the beginning of the first quarter, as well as the
fourth quarter.
I said fourth quarter.
You said first.
I said fourth.
I could have sworn you said
I could have sworn I said fourth, but nonetheless.
Okay, whatever.
He connected with Juju at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and then later in that same quarter, he connected with Ebron for the game-winning touchdown that gave us our first and only lead of the game.
Yeah.
So Ben definitely played better when he was hurt. He played better in the second half. Again, I think it's just Ben stirring something up because that's how Ben likes to do it.
Yeah, it's typical Ben being Ben. He always plays better when he's hurt.
Right.
When he's hurt, it's like he lets a fire up his ass.
Yeah. Other than that, the offense didn't really do much. Like, again, the rushing game didn't get nothing going. Juju stepped up. He had 6 receptions for 93 yards and a touchdown. Deontay had this great catch and run for 30, 40-something yards. Great yak yardage that pretty much put us in position for Ebron to score there. Claypool didn't play too bad, but he dropped the wide open, what would have been a touchdown on the first drive. Granted, he was kind of hugged by the corner. No flag was thrown, but still it went right through his hands. He's got to catch that.
Exactly. If it's in your hand, you got to catch
it.
That was an easy touchdown for Claypool.
He wasn't the only one dropping passes. Claypool dropped a pass or 2 today. Ebron dropped a pass. I think Johnson dropped a pass. So drop passes are still hurting us.
And they can be very critical down the road.
Clearly, most of those passes were either touchdowns or first downs or stuff like that definitely could have changed the outlook of this game in a much more positive note.
Oh, yeah.
But that wasn't the case. So, offense didn't play too bad. Ben played great. Rushing game and offensive line couldn't really do much, and receivers stepped up when they could.
Exactly.
As for the defense, they couldn't stop the rushing game, or Tony Pollard specifically.
Yeah, they held their own against Zeke, I want to say, for the most part. But when Tony Pollard got in, I don't know what this rush defense was doing.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop him whatsoever for so many fucking times he was running the ball.
No. They actually barely caused pressure on Garrett Gilbert. Before Hayward's sack on 4th down, Hayward and Watt sack, they only had 1 sack in the entire game. Alex Highsmith with his first career sack.
And I believe that was actually the first defensive drive.
So they didn't get a sack until their second to last defensive drive. They caused pressure.
Good for Alex Highsmith. He stepped up big time in that moment.
Yeah.
But since then, the defense was very non-existent outside of them trying to shut him down for the most part.
Right.
They limited them to field goals, but they allowed them to have their first touchdown in 2 games.
Yeah, of course.
Go figure the Steelers would let that happen.
Yeah, the number 1 defense in the Pittsburgh Steelers will allow the damn Cowboys with a quarterback that couldn't make the Browns' 53-man roster to score on us.
Exactly. As you put T.J. Watt on C.D. Lamb.
Yes.
So no wonder.
And that's the problem with this defense still, is Keith Butler putting linebackers on receivers. When the fuck has that ever worked out for you? Remember the games where we used to put Vince Williams on Keenan Allen or Vince Williams on Michael Thomas? Now we're seeing Bud Dupree on Amari Cooper. Now we're seeing T.J. Watt on C.D. Lamb. And now you're wondering why we can't cause pressure on Garrett Gilbert. You're taking 2 of your top pass rushers, your 2 of the top edge rushers, away from the pass rush to put them in coverage against 2 of their top weapons? What the fuck are you doing?
No wonder why we couldn't cause pressure.
When has that ever worked? And then, of course, we're doing a whole lot more zone, like that's ever worked out. Too much fucking zone today. Steven Nelson got exposed. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. He allowed 0 touchdowns last year, and then he had a horrible game today. He missed tackles. He was late on tackles.
He was getting beat in coverage. He wasn't doing anything. He hasn't done anything all year outside the freaking Philly game.
Right, so it's...
I don't know what's up with this coaching staff, to be honest.
Yeah,
They need to get their shit together.
I don't really blame much of this defense. It's more of the coaching, and the same thing can go for the offense.
Yeah, well, Randy freaking Fichtner.
They're being put in positions to fail because they're not being put in positions to succeed. Like, for example, the offense. We did a screen to Connor on a 1st and 10 with no blocking. 4-yard loss. What do we do on a 2nd and 14, the very next play? We run the ball with Benny Snell. Who the fuck runs the ball on a 2nd and 14 out of all the people you use? It's your power back?
Yeah, like that's going to freaking work. Like that's ever freaking worked.
And then later in the game, we ran the ball on a 3rd and 1 with Anthony McFarland. Okay, I want to see Anthony McFarland more in this offense. He's got great speed, a lot of moves, a lot of explosiveness that he can show in this offense. But do not put him in a position where he has to get a 1st down on a 3rd and 1 while fighting off big, broad
defensive linemen.
Right.
Linebackers.
He went up against Leighton Vander Esch a few times and got squashed. Why the fuck are you putting little scrawny little Anthony McFarland against big, strong defensive linemen and linebackers? Wouldn't it be ideal to put Benny Snell or James Conner in that position?
Or get some I-form in there to help them out.
Right.
I really don't get it. And you can tell when Bennett was actually controlling the offense. Like those touchdowns that he threw to Washington, Juju, and Ebron, that was Ben. That was not Fichtner. Nowhere near was that Fichtner.
Hell no,
you saw when Fichtner was controlling the offense, then you saw when Ben was calling the offense. And that's why Ben's our fucking quarterback. That's why he wants to win number 7. And the people that want to say that he's holding us back, that he's not the quarterback for us, that he's not the guy, you guys can suck my asshole. Big Ben is our fucking quarterback, man. He wants to win that suffering so bad, and he showed that tonight and last week when he drove us to the win.
Preach.
Big Ben is our quarterback.
Yeah.
And don't retire, Ben.
No, please do not retire. If I got to see Mason Rudolph throw passes in double coverage once again, man, I think I'm going to fucking bash my head through a window. Good Lord.
No, but
it's just stuff like that. Like,
yeah. And it could hurt us in the long run. I don't want to think ahead, but if this stuff happens in the playoffs, we're not going to win.
No, because that's my fear. I don't want to get ahead of myself, and I don't want to get on a different topic, but in the playoffs, if they do that type of shit, I don't feel good.
No.
That's what I fear in the playoffs, is that our coaching staff is going to let us down.
That's why with these remaining weeks, they need to use this to get better, to play better.
Or have someone take over the play calling for both sides of the ball. Like Mike Tomlin, let him call the defense like he did last year. Or for the offense, have Matt Canada or Ben or both take over for Randy Fichtner. Because your coordinators clearly aren't helping. They're not doing their job any good.
No, they're not doing their job correctly.
We're doing better when Ben is taking control of the offense. We're doing better when Tomlin takes control of the defense, like we did last year.
Exactly.
Can we get back to that formula?
Please. Please.
It's just these coordinators, man, like they really hurt us. They really do.
In this game and probably in games down the road, man. We hate to see this. We hate to sound very down to a game that we won, but we got to talk about what happened.
Right.
And this is what happened. And it's very scary of what could happen down the road. Sure. We don't want to see it. Now with this team, we're undefeated, but we're not playing like it.
No, I can't even say if we deserve to be 8-0, but we are. Now, this game it was definitely a trap game, I'd say. But one thing that's different from previous trap games is that unlike previous years where we play great the week prior and then we go into an inferior team's house, and then we play completely down and look like a completely different team, this game looked very similar to what we've done all year, where we play bad one half and play great the other.
Yes.
So, whether that is us falling into a trap or just us not stepping up like we should in this game and working on our prior week's mistakes, I don't know. But nonetheless, we come out with a victory. We are 8-0 for the first time in franchise history. We remain the only undefeated team in the NFL, and we go into Pittsburgh, come back to Pittsburgh after 3 straight road games, 3 straight road victories,
yes,
as a matter of fact, which is great. How many teams can say they were on the road 3 straight weeks and won all 3 road games? Now we come back home against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, despite how those games went, it's not an easy thing to go on the road for 3 games and win them all.
No, and I will say, that's how you win championships. Games like these is how you win championships. I will say, I would much rather win a close game like this than blow out a completely
or a completely blow out a team and have much higher expectations just to get disappointed in the playoffs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
So,
I can understand it. And, it's not how you start. It's how you finish. And we finished strong.
Right. So
we really did.
I'll give the team that. They are finishing strong in these games, which is great. That's how you win championships. So I'll give them that. It's just minor mistakes we definitely got to fix up.
Yes, they got to be careful. They got to fix the issues, and I think we should be good to go.
Definitely. So let us know your guys' thoughts down below, man. Again, we are 8-0, the only undefeated team in the NFL. And we come back home next week against the Cincinnati Bengals, man. Let us know your guys' thoughts down below, man. Great to have the victory. We remain 8-0. Here we go, Steelers, man. And let's go for the Bengals, man.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace!